Welcome back to the channel. 1964, Toyota was still rising in the global auto world, quietly building a reputation for simplicity, reliability, and practicality. But buried deep in its early archives lies a lesser-known legend, the Toyota RAVO. Designed as a utility workhorse for developing markets and rough terrain, the RAVO was Toyota's attempt to bridge the gap between a compact off-roader and a small utility pickup, long before those categories even had names. It was raw, functional, and ahead of its time. At first glance, the RAVO had a simple but purposeful look. It stood tall on a narrow wheelbase, with chunky off-road tires and a steel body that looked more industrial than passenger-friendly. The front end was squared off, featuring a slotted metal grille flanked by round headlights that looked like they were borrowed straight from the Land Cruiser lineup. Minimal trim, exposed hinges, and a utilitarian bumper made it clear this vehicle wasn't for show, it was built for work. A small hood scoop hinted at the robust engine beneath, while the rear cargo bed was designed to haul equipment, supplies, or anything else you could throw at it. Step inside the RAVO, and you wouldn't find luxury or convenience. What you found was a stripped-down cabin made for utility. Two metal-framed bucket seats wrapped in weatherproof vinyl, a steel dashboard with just a few essential gauges, and a manual gear lever sticking straight out of the floor. There was no radio, no carpeting, no insulation, just function over form. And yet, there was a kind of charm in its simplicity. It was honest. Everything had a purpose. The tall windows gave it great visibility, and the seating position was upright and commanding. Behind the seats, a small storage bench could carry tools or an extra passenger if needed. It wasn't built for comfort, it was built to last. Under the hood, the RAVO packed a modest 1.9-liter inline-4 engine, producing around 80 horsepower. That may sound tiny by today's standards, but in a lightweight frame like this, it was more than enough to get the job done. Torque was the key. This engine delivered low-end grunt that made it ideal for climbing hills, powering through mud, or carrying weight across rough terrain. A 4-speed manual transmission was standard, and it was geared low for crawling up steep paths or hauling a trailer. Performance was never the goal with the RAVO, it was all about durability. It could handle brutal conditions, bad fuel, and rough roads without flinching. The suspension was stiff but tough, designed to absorb punishment in rural areas or on unpaved tracks. Whether it was being used on farms, construction sites, or remote villages, the RAVO showed up and kept going. And that's what earned it a small but loyal following. In terms of price, the RAVO was extremely affordable for its time. It was never sold widely outside Japan and select developing regions, which makes surviving examples today incredibly rare.